Florida Craft Art is a nonprofit gallery located in downtown St. Pete that features the works of local artisans. Well, their latest exhibit has a literary twist. Here to explain is Executive Director Diane Shelley, along with Maureen McDole, founder of Keep St. Pete Lit. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Excited about what you brought here this morning. But first, let's talk about this partnership and what you guys are doing with this exhibit. This is pretty cool and very unique, I think, for St. Pete.
Well, we love to do things in St. Pete that really bring a lot of organizations together, kind of raises all the arts organizations together. So Florida Craft Art has an exhibit in the gallery where we invited artists from around the country to actually submit work that would inspire a story. And so then we invited Maureen's group, Keep St. Pete Lit, which is about creative writing, to come in and challenge them to pick a piece and write about it. So
a challenge, that seems pretty easy. I don't know, because even with the pieces that you brought in this morning, particularly this one too, I feel like this is just ready to be written about. Yeah. But what is it about art, do you think, that this was so fascinating and so exciting for poets?
Well, there's actually a literary term called ekphrastic that is writing about art. And since we're such an art-centric town, it's very interesting to bring writers in and say you could have 20 different writers write about this piece and they would get different stories. So it's really neat to use art as a basis to inspire the literary spirit.
Well, and they really are, I think, between artists and writers, there is such a common, you know, they may be kind of producing different things, but there's very common thinking, I think, between the two. So is this just a way to maybe highlight that and
absolutely
celebrate it?
And we're inviting the artists to come back because I think they'll be very interested to see what the interpretation is of their story. We have pieces here. This one's called The Reader, which we thought was appropriate to bring this morning. And then we have Elvis San, which is a great piece by Chomik.
I want to know his story. He looks like he's having a lot of fun.
Yes, he's pretty typical. And the artists make every detail, from the hair, the faces, and the costumes. And then we have Mindy Colton's piece, which actually has little Florida antique postcards, is what it's covered with. And so it's sort of a nod to St. Pete as well. So it's really interesting to see what they do. And we have not only the creative writers, but we've asked poets to come in. So St. Pete has a poet laureate, Helen Pruitt-Wallace. She has created a piece to read. And then also our Florida poet laureate, Peter Mikey, is coming in to do a piece. So we're very honored that he has also participated in this challenge.
Yeah, so kind of break down what it's going to be happening Saturday is when the event is, right? So everybody invited?
Absolutely, come on down. Saturday, this Saturday at 4 o'clock from 4 to 5:30, we'll have the writers and the poets. We'll go around the gallery and stand in front of a piece, and then they'll perform their piece and then go on to the next one. So we have about 14 or 15 writers and poets that will be performing. So we're very excited about it.
And it's free. You don't have to pay to get in.
It's free, open to everyone, and we're right there on Central at 5th in downtown St. Pete. So it's easy to get to and fun to look in our retail gallery as well.
Yeah, and I know we wanted to mention the murals too, kind of in St. Pete. What I love about this area, it is an artist community, is it not? Is it a writer's community as well?
Definitely.
I mean, is it even more so than what it was a couple years ago?
Yeah, we started doing writing classes not only at Florida Craft Art, but also at the Maureen Art Center. And we did bring in our first St. Pete writer in residence. We brought someone in for 2 weeks in April. They stayed at the Craftsman House Gallery, and they came from New Orleans. So it's really started growing up. There's open mics, there's writers all over the place. It's just a really inspiring town. We have the beaches, we have downtown.
I was just going to ask, what is it about St. Pete? I feel like, you know, Asheville, North Carolina, they're kind of known for their art and culture, but I think we're right up there with them.
We are. We're getting national articles written about us, and the murals are really a big part of that. And we at Florida Craft Art lead a weekly mural every Saturday at 10 o'clock. So we do a 4-block up and back walking mural, and you're going to see over 40.
Seriously, that's on my, I still want to do it.
It's great fun. And then Shine Mural Festival is coming from September 1st through 10th, and the intersection right outside the gallery, we're going to be painting that overnight, and y'all are welcome to come to our creative block party.
Yes, I can't wait.
Come on down. There's great things happening.
Ladies, thank you so much for being here this morning, and I know it's going to be a great event, great turnout on Saturday. So again, we'll put the info up about the event, but free, come on down. And yeah, ladies, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.